Alright, the third part in finishing this whole simulation here of what a roof system is with rafters is, alright, notching out our end rafters here on the gable end of the house. This is the gable end for our lookouts, which help overhang our barge rafters. Alright, and that'll all make sense kind of how as I go along. Alright, so first thing got to do is lay out where I want my lookouts to be located. So what I like to do is just take a measurement from the top of my rafter. It doesn't have to be really any specific, alright, kind of spot. It's usually an on-center spacing, alright, but it's really just holding that barge rafter. This is just such a small example model here, so I'm just gonna pick somewhere in between, alright, this free space here. So I'll cut out this, so this thing's 26.5, so 13.25. Alright, and so I'll just go 1.75 on either side of that. 1.75 plus 1.75 is 1.5, or 3.5, I mean. And that's how wide a 2x4 is for our lookouts. Then I'm just going to connect it. I'll connect it with pencil because I don't want to get marker on my nice new square here. Alright, so this whole thing's going to get notched out right here. Alright, and so what we're going to use is a circular saw. My depth is set, so 1.5, and I'm just going to make a bunch of notches. Little caught here. There we go. Want to make sure you're keeping the base plate of your saw tight to your rafter and making sure you're going all the way through. So when you're notching out with a circular saw, the closer you can of your pieces, the better. Then you have a lot less chiseling. Alright. Now I'm going to get my chisel. I'm just going to break out. Not much chiseling to be done. The main thing here is that a 2x4 fits in this notch that we made. So I'll go get a scrap 2x. It fits pretty good. It fits flush. Alright, that's good to go. Now I just gotta do the other side. Mark down 1.5 inches. Connect my lines. Grab the saw. Kind of all just crack out like a bunch of dominoes. All right, we'll check the spacing with a 2x. I need to chisel it down a little bit in the middle. Flatten that out a little bit. Alright, there it is right there. Alright, looks good. Alright, now I didn't really predetermine how big these lookouts should be. So, let's see here. Because remember, I got to add 1.5 inches for the barge rafters. So I'll make it 2 at 17.5, or 2 at 18, and that should be good. That'll show that overhang. 2 lookouts made. Alright, now it's just time to install. So on this end, the second one in, I can just screw in from the back. Just gotta put a couple nails in the front here. Alright, you can see here. Alright, this is gonna be, alright, the lookout. This is the lookout to attach to our end rafters here, because most houses on your gable end have some kind of overhang to protect the house from that side of the house from weather, and it kind of just looks a whole lot better. Gonna do the other side. Alright, so I got 2 lookouts here, and that's what's gonna hold up the barge rafters. And what I did is I already connected the barge rafters together. Alright, so I can install it in one piece here. I'm just gonna grab a couple clamps so I can clamp it on. Alright, because I'm only one person trying to do this. But if you had 2 people, you take the barge rafters, one on each side, and you'd be good to go. So I'm gonna roughly get it where I want it. So it makes barge rafters are easy to cut because you don't gotta cut a bird's mouth out of it. So I'm just gonna roughly get it kind of where I think should go. A little lower. Yeah, see if it's right down the center. It's pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna start screwing it off. Which is a big knot right where my lookout is. All right, and that's how the lookouts hold on our end rafter, which is our barge rafter. All right, so you can see how that all kind of lines up together. All right, it's right down the middle here, lined up pretty good. All right, because you want that nice overhang, and you'll have the soffit underneath here. All right, and it'll just look like a house now. All right, so that's how you do a whole lookout system. You could notch this out over here as well and lay it in, but unnecessary. All right, and so, all right, this is the last kind of part up here. The last part we have to go is to put our subfascia on.